down, bring it round to way high up your street. I can see like nothing else. In me, you're better than I wanna be. Don't think 'cause I understand, I care. Don't think 'cause I'm talking with friends on the ground. Watch this space, I'm open to falling from grace. Don't think 'cause I understand, I care. Don't think 'cause I'm talking with friends on the ground. Watch this space, I'm open to falling from grace. Talk me down, safe and sound. Too strong up to sleep. Wear me out, scream and shout. Swear my time's never cheap. I fake my life like I bleed too much. I take whatever you're giving, not enough. On the ground, watch this space, I'm open to falling from grace.
You look so disbelieving at my suitcase by the door. My taxi's on its way here. I can't take it anymore. Lately you've forgotten what loving me's about. Well, now you've got 5 minutes to figure it out. You've got 5 minutes to tell me what I needed to hear. You've got 5 minutes to show me that you're really sincere. That's not much time to change my mind. It'll take a miracle, no doubt. And you've got 5 minutes to figure it out. Now I've got your attention. Here's what I've got to say. You better do some talking, 'cause my taxi's on its way. We used to set the nights on fire. Now every day is the same. Well, now you've got 5 minutes to kindle the flame. You've got 5 minutes to tell me what I needed to hear. You've got 5 minutes to show me that you're really sincere. That's not much time that much time to change my mind. It'll take a miracle, no doubt. You got 5 minutes to figure it out. You still got 5 minutes to figure it out.
I'm not too wanted, I'm not too mad. I am something that you never understand. I never beat you, I never lie. If you're evil, I'll forgive you bye-bye. 'Cause I would die for you, yeah. Darling, if you want me to, I would die for you. I'm not your lover, I'm not your friend. I am something that you never comprehend. No need to worry, no need to cry. I'm your Messiah and you're the reason why. 'Cause I would die for you, yeah. Darling, if you want me to, I would die for you. Wow. You just sit on iron tone, be a fire when you cold, make you happy when you're sad, make you good when you are bad. I'm human, I'm a dove, I'm your conscience, I am love. All I really need is to know that you leave. Yeah, I would die for you. Yeah, darling, if you want me to, I would die for you. Yeah, say one more time, I know you. I would die for you. Darling, if you want me to, I would die for you.
No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. Fuck these other niggas, I'll be right by your side till 2005.
Okay, hold up, wait a minute. All good just a week ago. Crew at my house and we party every weekend. So on the radio, that's my favorite song. Make me bounce around like I don't know, like I won't be here long. Now the thrill is gone, got no patience, cause I'm not a doctor. Go, why is you lying? Girl, why you move faster? Yeah, me casa su casa. Got it strip it like Gaza. Got so high off volcanoes, now the flow is so lava. Yeah, we spit that saliva. iPhone got message from Viber. Either the head is so hydra, or we let bygones be bygones. My God, you pay for your friends. I'll take that as a compliment. Got a house full of homies. Why I feel so the opposite. Incompetent ain't the half of it. Saturdays with young lavish. The saddest shit is I'm bad as it. These they took from the cabinet. Sorry, I'm just scared of the future. Till 2005, I got your back, we can do this, hold up.
No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. Fuck these other niggas, I'll be right by your side till 2005. Hold up,
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 hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up,
hold up. No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm side till 2005. Hold up, 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 hold up. I used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect, we spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane, we in here like Rogaine, or leave it like Cobain. And when I'm long gone, whole crew singing swan song, cause we all just ticking time bombs. Got a Lambo like LeBron's mom, and no matter where all of my friends go, Emily, Fam, and Lorenzo, all of them people my kinfolk, at least I think so. Can't tell, cause when them checks clear, they're not here, cause they don't care. It's kinda sad, but I'm laughing. Whatever happens, assassins are stabbed in the back of my cabin, Labrador yapping. I'm glad that it happened, I mean it. Between us, I think there's something special. And if I lose my mental, just hold my hand, even if you don't understand. Hold up.
No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. Fuck these other niggas, I'll be right by your side till 2005. Hold up,
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 hold up, hold up.
hold up. No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. Fuck these other niggas, I'll be right by your side till 2005. Hold up,
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 hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Two-headed boys, all floating in glass. The sun, it is past, now it's blacker than black. I can hear as you tap on your jar, and I am listening to hear where you are. I am listening to hear where you are. Two-headed boy, put on Sunday shoes and dance round the room to accordion keys with the needle that sings in your heart, catching signals that sound in the dark, catching signals that sound in the dark. We will take off our clothes and they'll be placing fingers through the notches in your spine. And when all is breaking, everything that you could keep aside, now your eyes ain't moving now, they just lay there in their climb. Two-headed boy with pulleys and waves, creating a radio blade just for two in the parlor with a moon across her face. And through the music he sweetly displays silver speakers that sparkle all day, made for his lover who's floating and choking with her hands across her face. And in the dark we will take off our clothes and they'll be placing fingers through the notches in your spine. And when all is just lay there in their climb to a dead boy. There's no reason to grieve. The world that you need is wrapped in gold, silver sleeves left beneath Christmas trees in the snow. And I will take you and leave you alone, watching spirals of white softly flow over your eyelids, and all you did will wait until the point when you let go.
Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. You said one love, one life, when it's one need in the night. One love, we get to share it. Leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Did I disappoint you, or leave a bad taste in your mouth? You act like you never had love, and you want me to go without. Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. We're one, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, carry each other. Whoa. Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come to raise the dead? Have you come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your head? Did I ask too much, more than a lot? You gave me nothing, now it's all I got. We're one, but we're not the same. Well, we hurt each other, and we're doing it again. You say love is a temper, love a higher love. Love is a temper, love the higher love. You asked me to enter, well then you made me crawl, and I can't be holding on to what you got when all you got is hurt. One love, one blood, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters, brothers. One life, but we're
Shake it like a ladder to the sun. Makes me feel like a madman on the run. Find me, never, never far gone. So get your leather, leather, leather on. You're a zero. What's your name? No one's gonna ask. You better find out where they want you to go. Try and hit the spot. Get to know it in the dark. Get to know whether you're a crime, crime, crime. Can you climb, climb, climb high? Shake it like a ladder to the sun. Makes me feel like a madman on the run. No, you're never, never far gone. So get your leather, leather, leather on. You're a zero. What's your name? No one's gonna ask. You better find out where they want you to go. Try and hit the spot. Get to know it in the dark. Get to know whether you're a crime, crime, crime. Oh, can you climb, climb, climb high? Was it the cure? Shell shock. Was it the cure? Hope not. Was it the cure? Shell shock. Was it the cure? What's your name? You're zero. What's your name? No one's gonna ask. You better find out where they want you to go. Try and hit the spot. Get to know it in the dark. Get to know whether you're a crime, crime, crime. Oh, can you climb, climb, climb Was it the cure? Shell shock. Was it the cure? Hope not. Was it the cure? Shell shock. Was it the cure? Hope not. What's your name? 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 What's your name?
What's happening?
Yo, yo, yo.
What's going on, everyone? Oh, man. Everything's just last second with me. I'm just... it's always at the buzzer. Goodness gracious.
At the buzzer. Bang! What is that? Is that Mike Breen?
Bang! Yeah. Of course. It's his time of year. Is he
That is
like?
true.
Is he like still the main guy for like the ESPN finals? Is it still
Yeah.
him? Man,
Yeah. He's the main guy for ESPN, and he also is the lead guy for the Knicks whenever there's not an ESPN game. And also, there is a game 7 tonight. You want to talk about numbers with the theme. Game 7 tonight. The Cavs and the Pistons. So I don't know if we have any,
ooh,
Detroit fans up in here.
Cavs and
Game
Pistons.
7.
That's exciting. That's kind of
Maybe you'll get. I don't think it's on ESPN though.
that's sort of a rivalry too, right? I mean, they're pretty close.
Yeah. We'll see if they get. I'm trying to check to see what it's on. I don't know if it's on ESPN, but if it is, Mike Breen will be on there, just like you at the buzzer. Bang.
Well, no offense, but to Cleveland, but I kind of was a Pistons fan growing up because they had Tayshaun Prince and he played for Kentucky, and I always rooted for like Kentucky players in the NBA because we don't have any pro teams. So when they won the title with Prince in 04 against the Lakers, like I don't know, I was loving it. But then I was like, kind of became a Boston fan, and now I'm just like, you know what? Am I really a true fan of anyone in the NBA? Let's be honest. No.
No.
Not unless Kentucky actually gets a team, which I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I don't know if we're ever going to have the support to ever make that happen, to be honest. I don't know if people care here enough. So that's unfortunate.
It's on Amazon Prime, by the way, which is a total disaster. Amazon's just taking everything, just dominating everything these days.
So what was the poll?
The poll was how many slices of pizza can you eat? We're talking about numbers here. Nobody said one. I mean, obviously, you can't just have one slice of pizza. A couple people said two. Actually, not even most people. A big portion of people said 3, and 50% of people, half the people in here, said whole thing. They must be talking about like a small or medium, because you ain't eating a whole large pizza unless you're starving.
Guess which one I picked?
Yeah, you're the whole thing. Yeah.
So, okay, so I'm not going to sit here and act like if you order delivery from somewhere that I'm going to eat that whole pizza. Like that's,
yeah.
I think I did that one time in my life when I was maybe like 15 or 16. I don't know how I did it, but I ate the whole darn thing. But that was one time. If you're talking like a frozen pizza, I've killed probably thousands of those. Yeah, those are easy. But like delivery, yeah, that's hard. So it depends what type of pizza you're talking. If you're talking at home, which is probably what I eat most of the time, it's probably the whole thing. Because I still eat a lot. But like a delivery, no. God, no.
Yeah, I think I ate a whole pizza one time, and I got sick. I think I ate like a whole cheese frozen pizza one time, and it was not a good decision. Now, it was a large pizza, though. Like, it was an actual large-sized pizza. So, like, for me, if it's a large pizza, I'm usually eating like 3 slices. But I don't usually get a large. I usually just get a medium or a small, and I'll just eat the whole thing that way. But yeah, frozen pizzas, the typical smaller size, yeah, you can almost eat the whole thing.
The Sonics are coming back, Matt. They're coming back. Lucky for you guys. I mean, you're taking our spot. You're taking a Louisville spot, but like, it's no contest. Like, your city would support way more. So I can't even be mad. Same thing with Las Vegas.
Yep. Yeah, the Sonics are definitely coming back. It's just a matter of when.
Oh man, they're gonna go so crazy for them. It's been so
Yeah.
long.
They already have a WNBA team too, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
What was we already talked about the poll. Of course.
Yeah, That's how we got on this conversation here.
That's right.
We do have 28 requests today, so a nice full list. 3 rollovers, so we got 3 we're gonna knock out. They're not on theme, but we'll knock those out just to make sure that those are honored. Obviously, we'll get to the skippers, the jumpers, we call them, and then we'll go down the list. Most of you guys are on theme. We do need Max and Austin to swap their songs. Austin with Godsmack needs to be swapped, and Max with Steely Dan needs to be swapped. Everybody else is good.
Yeah. Did I see Matt try to sneak one by where you just put some random numbers in? Like the E's were 3s. I was like, yeah, you sneaky snake. Nice try, though.
Well, that's actually one that I say is on theme. Do you want to swap that one? I mean, the numbers are actually in the band name.
Oh, is that right? Well,
yeah, like that's
well,
kind of like well, I can't think of a band that does that, but I know there's other bands that do that.
well, I put in the description. It has to be in the song title, so it can't.
Okay,
It can't
okay.
be a band. So if
All right, so Matt, you'll need to swap as well with the Kiss Off song. We'll need that one swapped. Everybody else, we've got. Here's the numbers: 1999, 1, 7, 99, 69, 67, 68, 1979, 1, 7, and 7, 100, 8, 5, 1, 1. 1 seems to be the biggest thing. Every one. First, are we taking first? I think that qualifies. 2, 1. There's another one. The band name, the 77s.
oh yeah, get them out. Whoever did the 77s, swap that one out.
Okay. All right, that one's also Matt. And yeah, 1963. So a lot of years. One is a heavily favored one, and then some years. Just 1969 through. I don't know. So for the most part, everybody stayed on track here.
Yeah. It's going to be in the description for each stream now, guys. It'll be a new theme every time. You will see it at the top of the description.
Yep. So if you want to get started here, we can, while Austin, Max, and Matt with his 2 think about some swaps, we can do the ones from last Friday.
Okay.
So we have Lewis, which I don't see Lewis in here, but it's been a couple streams and I have not seen him in a stream. So I mean, at some point we should do his request anyway. So the Trews, TREWS, the Trews, poor old broken-hearted me. That's really sad right there. Poor old broken. Way to just really harp on yourself with 3 terrible adjectives there.
Gotta be like oh, okay. You're gonna say it sounds like a blues song.
Oh, there we go. Lewis is in here, so that's good.
All right. I'm gonna hit this remastered one. It's 4 minutes and 21 seconds. So let us know if that's okay. I gotta wrap something in foil real quick, but I will be listening. Just let us know if this version's all right.
There's no sign she'd rather see than poor old broken-hearted me. I never been the kind of man to let a woman change my plan, but all of that was history when she sure enough did this to me. As long as they won me over quick, she ruled my mind, my heart, my dip. I took the line, the hook, the bait, and now I'm sick from what I ate. And there's no sign she'd rather see than poor old broken-hearted me. Her mission is my misery. Poor old broken-hearted me. The force of her magnetic pull was cruel and unusual. And when she calls, I wag my tail. I'm harder than a coffin nail. A pilgrim on my bed.
Man, they're going hard. The singer is going real hard. Kind of reminds me of the what is it? The Black Crows. Getting that type of vibe. And man, yeah, I love the cowbell. Okay,
Oh yeah, that's a strong cowbell.
yeah, more cowbell.
Knees across the desert, if it please you, baby, treat me as you will. Yours the best, yours to kill. There's no sign she'd rather see than poor old broken-hearted me. So happy when I'm on my knees. Poor old broken-hearted. Should get bored with me one day, but I was off to walk away. Get it till my road is paved. I'm not sure I want to be safe, 'cause there's no sign she'd rather see than poor old broken-hearted me. Her mission is my misery. Poor old broken heart, there's no sign she'd rather see.
I really didn't know, man.
I
thought you were joking.
So happy when I'm on my knees. Poor old broken-hearted me. There's no sign, no sign, no sign. A poor old broken-hearted me. Her mission is a mission is a mission is my misery. Poor old broken-hearted me.
Yeah. Dang. Trues? They're, okay, so it's like a somewhat popular song. Still though, I mean, that was the remastered, but it's a pretty standard formula, all things considered. I mean, we've heard that, but hey, I was just thinking the whole time, like, there's a reason why, people just go see rock shows like every day in this country, right? And I feel like this is the type of music that appeals to so many people. It just freaking rocks, But the thing is, you have to bring it. Because we've heard this formula so many times, it's like the performance has to be either, I mean, if you're just going based off of our skill, the performance has to be a good or a great for it to be, like, memorable. And, like, I'm not sure I'll remember this song, but, man, the performance, yeah, they knocked it out of the park. I mean, I wouldn't mind listening to that anytime. Would love to see it live. It's funny, I was looking at this album cover, this little doc right here. I was like, man, maybe we should have requested that guy at Lulu's to play this. And
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he could have, though. But, yeah, so it's like the song, I guess, is kind of whatever. But the performance, oh, yeah. So it's like, what do you grade it? Well, I guess you kind of have to slice it down the middle. So, yeah, not something I would add, but, yeah, I would give that a good.
Yeah, that sounded pretty, high quality. Like, it was very crisp, pretty nice production on that. What year was that?
Well, it says the video looks like 19 years ago. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, not extremely old. If it's past 2000, it's to me it's not that old. But even though 26 years from 2000 is technically quite a while. But yeah, I mean, it sounded kind of fresh, to be honest. Like it seemed like something that could last for quite a while. Just had a really easy sound tone. So. I think it was just a good song. I'll just say it's good. It wasn't anything crazy, but I enjoyed it. I think the sound was good. Every one of the instruments did what they needed to do. Nothing crazy, and the vocal was nice. So yeah, I think it was just an overall really good, solid song. I wouldn't mind hearing that one at any point.
Yep.
All right, appreciate that, Lewis. I'm glad we were able to finally get to that one. All right. Paul has got a couple from Friday that we'll get to next. So both of these do the video per his request. This one is Images in Vogue. Don't mistake my lust for love. Images in Vogue. That just sounds like, I don't even know.
I think
Famous.
I think it's just Lust for Love.
Okay, Lust for Love.
So maybe you just gave the hook away. That's okay. Sometimes we don't know the titles. People do that all the time. They're like, oh, have you listened to, and they say like the entire chorus. It's like, no, it's just this. Oh, okay. All right. Let's see here. Doesn't look like they have like an official page because we would have seen it by now. So I'm just going to go with...
Was the first one not the video?
Oh, we're doing the video?
Yeah, he said both of these if you could do the video.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay. Black and white. All right. 1983.
Images in black and white.
Yeah. Strike a pose. Ooh, sci-fi. Oh, God.
It hits hard, no doubt, when the truth lies there, like that.
Sounds like David Bowie.
So unashamed, unstained, I never lied or told the truth.
Homicide. Oh yeah.
Don't mistake my lust for love. Don't mistake my lust for love.
Oh, the judge.
How do you look at me now? You can tell me how. Should I leave or wait around? If there's a chance you'll change your mind, I'll wait around.
Hey.
I'll wait around. You mistook my lust for love, didn't you? You mistook my lust for love, didn't you? Didn't you?
Technical points.
I've been through this all before. There's nothing new. Run and hide, all disguise, but the fact remains the same. Don't mistake my lust for love. Don't mistake my lust for love. Oh, did you? How could you? Why would you?
Wow, what a fade.
So there's another. There's a second part to this. Is that what you said?
I don't know. No,
Oh.
he has Paul has two requests back to back,
Okay.
but no, not this song specifically. No.
Okay, because in my mind I was thinking like, oh, if there's a part two to this, I'd like to see what happens next. Because I was captivated. Yeah, at first it was just kind of down the middle for me, but I don't know. There's just something about that magical 80s sound that it just kind of swirls and warps around and wraps you up and you didn't you? It's like, it's not like the best vocal in the world, obviously, but it's the delivery. Sometimes the delivery can save you so many missteps, So, yeah, I think I liked everything about this. I don't know if I loved anything in it, but I do think it was a memorable hook and a pretty good soundscape. Again, nothing crazy, but I thought it had a nice balance of this could be a late night party jam, but also it sounded focused. Like you could play this like on the treadmill or something. So I think I probably would add this. I would probably never seek it out, but if it did show up on the shuffle, I'd be like, okay, yeah, like that can that has a nice, mid to quick tempo to it, mixed with a dreamy, monotone, kind of weird atmosphere, but emotional at the same time. So, yeah, maybe not one of the best 80s songs you've heard, but again, I think as long as you have a good hook, that's always something you can come back to for the average music listener. So I will give that a good.
Yeah, it kind of sounded familiar for the era. This was 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it sounded 80s. Like I
Had to be.
I didn't even need to do any research. It just had that sound of the 80s. And it's a good sound to me. Like I think that's why a
83.
lot of people like the 80s, because it just has the 80s vibe, which is it's nostalgic. So without even hearing him sing or anything like that, and the voice was just icing on the cake. He has an 80s voice. So yeah, I thought it was just another good track during the time. It's definitely something I think I could go back to every now and again. It is catchy. So yeah, I agree. I would say it's good.
Yeah, Matt. The meaning is kind of like, oof. Like, he's like, oh, she probably said, I love you. And he's like, oh, that's not, you thought, but no, awkward.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely one of the more awkward songs.
Austin is going to save his super chat for another day. So we will have a placeholder for him on the next couple streams. Just whenever he sees a song that fits the theme, he can't think of one for this theme. So we'll put you on one of our next ones. So you'll have a placeholder. Moving on is Strange Advance Worlds Away. So another video. So this will be the last one from previous streams, and then we're going to get back to our theme.
Excuse me. Ooh, I like this cover. It's weird. All right.
It looks like Courage returns to life.
Yeah, it does. 1982. Oh, this is a long
Another
one.
80s.
Long one.
Well, he said to do the video, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
the studio.
That's right. Is there a video?
Paul, which one are you talking about? The live one, maybe? I think that one with the person on the cover looks like a live performance.
Yeah, it's from 1985. That's the only live video thing I see. All the others just fan-made stuff.
Yeah. I would say the live then, because he did say video.
But there is another live right here, too. But that's 2023.
2023.
Yeah.
If this was 80s, I would rather hear. Yeah, he said that'll do. So the live one.
Okay. All right.
I don't know that you'd want to do something from, 40 years later.
All right. Well, hopefully this sounds good.
Yeah.
Looks like they maybe kind of made this into a video. Who knows? We'll see. All right.
Sure.
God, screaming their heads off.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness gracious. Oh, yeah, he's into it. Oh. The drummer. Oh, the drummer was about to sing.
Silent trees. Think of me. It was so cold. We burned. And as they leave, they cross my mind. No time. I think it's over. This life inside, I see is mine. Look in your eyes, your world's away, and life is locked inside you. Then you sleep in city walls, they dissolve to dreams. Children cry, they're losing everything. From heart to heart, the beats shall fade. The sun explodes at nighttime.
Oh my goodness.
For all we know, there's nothing strange. Look in your eyes, your world's away. Where art is love, is science. A million miles, 1,000 miles, now worlds away.
Nice. Oh. Wow. Oh, look at that. Nice. Wow. Man, I don't think I've seen a lot of guitars shaped like that. Holy cow.
No. Yeah, that's odd looking.
That's one of those that you used to see like on Guitar Hero back in the day, and it's like, that's cool, but you never see those at a concert. Like, nobody actually has those. Wow. Nice.
Well, this guy does.
Yeah.
World's away, don't say goodbye. World's away, don't say goodbye. World's away, don't say goodbye.
Nice. Oh.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Uh,
How humble.
so yeah, first off, that actually worked in our favor because that actually was a really good live performance, and it sounded good in that video.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of surprised that only has 14,000 views. Sounds like it. I don't know. You never know because like people have uploaded these videos in the past and they've probably been taken down who knows how many times. So take it with a grain of salt. But still think maybe it should be bigger. It kind of reminded me of if Tears for Fears had like a nerdy uncle that was like a science teacher or something. And I don't know, the singer, he just kind of seemed like, he just approached the band. He's like, look, I know I'm a teacher, guys, but trust me, I can sing, okay? I can sing, boys. You got to trust me. And they're like, okay, well, we've been in the business for a while, but we'll give you a chance. And they're like, oh, wow. He's actually really good.
Exactly.
And
I know exactly what you mean.
Even his like maneuvers and stuff, you could just tell that this guy was just trying to like really get this message across and, really preach, practice what he preaches basically. So I actually really liked how into it he was. Again, like seeing that rare guitar. Yeah, I liked how into it he was, even though he did do that, the Undertaker roll your eyes in the back of your head earlier. I think maybe he was too into it at that point. But other than that, I think everybody just did a great job here. I'm not going to lie, maybe for me, I could have like shaved 2 minutes off of this. I enjoy the kind of like, it's like spacey but dancey too. And it does kind of have some like proggy, like bam, bam, bam out of nowhere moments, which hit nice. But yeah, there's not really a hook. And again, I think it goes on a little too long. It sounds good. It's a great performance. I'm going to have to listen to the studio though. Maybe the studio is one of those where it's like you're happy that you can get lost in. But as far as this one went, I was just like, I like this, but I don't love it enough for it to go on this long. So all in all, though, I will give that a good.
Yeah, I agree that, shave some of the time off. It's always tough to have a song that's, really like more than 5 minutes. It's got to be really good. There's got to be a lot of different variation, just new things introduced, but it kind of just stayed in the pocket. I thought that those were good sounds, but agree, like, after a while, you don't want to burn it. You don't want to burn it down to the ground too much. That being said, though, this was a really good performance. I'm actually going to give this a great. And, yeah, I'll be curious to know what the studio sounds like because I really enjoyed that one. I thought that was a really good video.
I've already forgotten what the great is here. Oh, here it is.
There you go.
There we go.
Can't forget your new great button there.
Well, I rearranged them so that way.
You don't hit the nuke.
Well, let's just say I think I'm all right now. But yeah.
Yeah, you did that twice last stream, so you definitely had to move that nuke button somewhere else.
Yeah, well, one of these buttons, it used to just always go off no matter what, and I turned it back on, and it hasn't done it yet. So, fingers crossed.
All right. By the way, you didn't do your roll call. There's a lot of people in here. Got to do your roll call. I know.
I was distracted.
You got. I mean, if you want to look at the request list, I mean, you got Lewis, Paul, Pam, Jay, Austin, Max, Mark,
XM.
Tim. Yeah, XM, Jared, Matt, Gene, Tom, Jay, Cindy. Those are all the requesters. Katie's in here. And who else, Nick?
I think Marsha's in here too.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Yep.
You had to end it with Marsha. You can't forget Marsha.
This time it was true though. I really didn't see you to the last second.
Oh man, don't you ever forget Marsha now. She's
No,
always the last.
Of course.
All right. What were you gonna say?
Of course not.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, we are officially starting the theme. So, got the three previous ones. Those were nice. I thought those were nice little warm ups too. Got me in the little good vibes. So, First up, and everybody that needed to swap has swapped. So, by the way, the violent themes or whatever. We're gonna keep that. I saw the lyrics. You're gonna want to keep that. There's a lot of numbers in there.
Okay.
But first up is Prince, 1999, which I have not heard this one.
What?
I do like Prince, but I can't say that I've heard the whole catalog. I've only heard a few songs from Prince, and I've liked them, but I have not heard this. But until you turn it on, then I might be like, all right, I've heard this.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. Okay, I'm trying to look for the year. 1982.
Oh, so it didn't come out in 1999.
No. It came out in 82. It looks like.
Well, they were forecasting something, or
I didn't know it was that old.
17 years prior than the actual year.
By the way,
maybe it's just because 2000 was coming up.
We had two Prince requests, and I did "I Would Die for You" in the pre-lobby, so we're getting triple Prince today.
Princey. I have a fish named Prince, by the way. He's purple and yellow.
So yeah, 1982, and if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this was used in the Batman movie with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Because then they played a bunch of Prince's music in that movie, and I'm pretty sure this was in there. So, and that came out in like 89 or something. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we're doing the long version.
Yeah, these are your $20 requests,
Okay.
so
All right.
they're in that 6 to 8 minute range, probably.
All right, yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, I'm Maybe I've heard the whole thing. Who knows? All right.
Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I only want you to have some fun.
I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me if it goes astray.
But when I woke up this morning, could have sworn it was Judgment Day.
Sky was all purple, there were people running everywhere. Trying to run from the destruction, you know I didn't even care. Say 2000 party over, oops, out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party
Yeah, I don't know if I heard the entire version ever before. Maybe just the single version. Because I do remember hearing that on the radio. Because one of the stations I listened to kind of played like, I don't know, these type of hits. So, yeah, I actually prefer the long version, though. I think that was worth it. Sometimes you get wrapped up trying to like dissect a song and point out, what you like, what you don't like. When the mix is nailed down and you just have one huge hook, dun, 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 you can play off of that so many different ways. It's just like, man, just that alone does so much heavy lifting. It's insane. Again, simplicity in music at the end of the day is actually what we prefer. The most popular songs in the world, it's a simplistic hook. And that right there, why change it? It sounds amazing, especially when it's layered with everything else in here. I mean, it just sounds like a party from the jump. A party that, not only, it doesn't end at midnight. Who knows when this ends? And is this going down with the ship? Because I know a lot of people were concerned about 2000. The world was supposed to end. So, he's just like, screw it. Who cares? We're going out, then we're going out with a bang. And, you just never want this song to end. It's one of the more hypnotic, repetitious ones that you're thankful that it is. So, I say a simple rhythm, but again, I think it's harder than you think to pull off songs that just like this the entire time, and for you to not get sick of them. And not only did I never get sick of this, again, you never wanted it to end. So, parties anytime really, but I'm thinking especially, obviously, New Year's Eve. I mean, I don't know if it's number one, but I would think it has to be in the conversation. So, yeah, that, in fact, is a banger.
I must agree with you. I have to give it a fire. It's just too good. Everything I've heard from Prince has been fire. Like I said, I haven't heard a whole bunch from him. But I do remember bits and pieces about this. I don't know where I heard it, but I've heard, like I said, never heard the whole thing. So it's the first time I heard the whole thing. Definitely worth it. Not on my playlist. Now it's going to be on there. Adding that one. And I want to give bonus points for the cover. I like all the different drawings and things like that. It looked like, just like somebody really creative made that cover. So I can appreciate that too. And I called it, by the way. I said, I don't know where, in 1982, you're making a song about 1999, which hasn't happened. So, but it makes sense. Like I said, I kind of figured it would be something about the year 2000.
Yeah, and
I guess there's a lot of songs about the year 2000 probably.
Yeah, again, I also, just listening to this, I didn't think it was as old as 82. I just knew it was in that Batman movie. I assumed it probably came out in the late 80s. So I think for early 80s too, it's like kind of ahead of its time. So
yeah. And you don't see this often, but the whole chat, well, not the whole chat, but fire wins the poll. Like that rarely ever happens that fire wins the poll, and pretty easily. If you're not voting the polls, by the way, vote for the polls because I like to see what you guys think. So, just if you got your chat open, just click a bubble what you think about the song. All right, another fire track. Next up is Jay with Funkadelic. Then the song's called One Nation Under a Groove. Snuck in the number there.
Yeah, I seen that one, and I was like, oh, yeah, One Nation. I see it.
Yeah, then there's the One is the most popular. I feel like One is probably in most, like if you had to tally up which song has the most,
One through
which number
9.
has the most songs, One. Yeah.
Yeah, for
One's
sure.
probably got the most.
For sure.
You know, Jay likes to bring his funk.
All right, you said 725. It says 724. Same thing. Okay.
Yeah. We lost a second.
One Nation Under a Groove.
So I can't get around it. So low, you can't get under it. So high, you can't get over it. I can't get over it. This is a chance. This is a chance to dance your way out of your constrictions. How? Still shook 'em. Here's a chance to dance our way out of our constriction. Gonna be freaking up and down the hang-up alleyway. With the groove I only got, we shall all be moved. Ready or not, here we come. Getting down on the one which we believe in. Can I get it on my good foot? Good God. By the time I get down one time, don't tell me now. You more of what you're talking for. Don't tell me now. Do you promise the funk? The whole funk, nothing but the funk. Ready or not, here we come. Getting down on the one which we believe in. Here's my chance to dance my way out of my constriction. Chance to dance our way out of our constriction. Gonna be grooving up and down, hang up alleyway. Move our only guide. We should all be moved. Don't fail me now. Giving you more of what we're talking for. Don't tell me now.
nothing but funk.
One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. One nation and we're on the move. Nothing can stop us now.
One nation,
One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. One nation, we're on the move. Nothing can stop us now.
do you promise to funk?
Do you promise to funk? Ha! Do you promise to funk?
Do you promise to funk the whole funk? One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. One nation and we're on the move, nothing can stop us now.
One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. One nation and we're on the move. Nothing can stop us now. One nation under a groove,
My chest to
getting down
dance my
for
way
the funk of it.
out of my
One nation, we're on the move. Nothing can stop us now.
Do you promise to funk the whole funk? Nothing but the funk. You can't stop us now.
Getting down just for the funk of it.
Under a
One
groove,
nation and we're on the move. Nothing can stop us now.
one nation and we're on the
One
move.
nation under a groove.
Can't stop us
Getting
now.
down just for the funk
Don't
of it.
fail me now.
One nation, we're on the move. Nothing can stop us
Don't
now.
fail me now.
One nation under a groove.
Under a
Getting down just for the funk of it. One nation and we're on the move. Nothing can stop us now.
nothing can stop us now. You can't stop us now. Giving you more of what we're fucking for. Giving you more of what you're fucking for. Please don't fail me now. Got to get it on the good foot. Good God.
Getting down just for the funk of it. One nation and we're on the move. Nothing can stop us now. One nation under a groove. Getting down just for the funk of it.
Nice. Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't this group have quite a few members in it, or am I thinking of Parliament Funkadelic? Is that the same thing? Somebody's gonna let me know in the comments. But clearly, you can hear that there's more than a few people here. And my goodness, is that the cowbell or whatever bell that is going for 7 minutes? If somebody's actually playing that the entire time, like they gotta be tired, dude. They gotta be tired. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's funny. I kind of feel like it's similar vibes to 1999, what we just did, in terms of like it's meant to last a long time, a long time into the night. And this one, yeah, I didn't mind its length. It basically funkified you to death until you submitted. So yeah, it was sounding good. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I probably will add this, and I like it. But I was like, man, I feel like I should like it more though. but maybe it is too long. I don't know. But I think what it was is like I enjoyed this vocal, and I feel like they had their moments, especially with the ad libs. But I feel like the music felt so large in the mix in this, and I think with the vocal they felt too cool to me, and I feel like maybe they like cool sounded fine, but I don't know. I think the vocal needed to match the music in height in terms of, you know, what I was hearing in the mix. And that moment just never really happened. It was just mostly just the na 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 na. Again, I'll dance away with that into the night. But like, man, I was like, man, if there was just a few like vocal punch, like big time vocal moments in here, at least maybe 1, 2, you know, I feel like that could have held a lot of weight for me personally. That being said, I still think it is a pretty good long funk jam that I will add. Again, because of the length, you have to be in a certain type of mood or whatever. You guys know the drill. But yeah, it's on the verge of good, great. I think I'm just going to go good. Again, I think the vocal, I just wanted like, I don't know, maybe like 20 to 30% more. And I was really missing that. But still a good for me.
Yeah, I mean, I do like how many different instruments there is. That alone is what keeps it interesting. You know, I'm always down for more percussion, just different sounds in the background that kind of, you know, scratch your brain like, oh, what was that? What was that? You know, like there was a lot of times where I just kind of, you know, perked up because I heard something in the background, you know, that was kind of, you know, interesting. I agree. The vocal was kind of safe, to be honest with you. It didn't really do anything extra. I would have liked, you say you would have liked like a part where the vocal could shine. I just wanted like a bongo solo or something, you know, just everybody stop, you know, and just let one person have like a solo or something. I don't know. I would have had more fun with that. But yeah, I think it's good. It's in order for it to get to the greater, the fire level, I think it just needed a little bit more of a punch.
Yeah.
But it's definitely still good though. All right. Moving on to Austin with some Prince again. So we're back to Prince.
Triple.
This one's called 7. Yeah, Prince for the 3rd time.
Lucky number 7.
Thrice Prince.
Man, it's going to be hard to top the 2 we've already heard. I don't know this one.
Yeah, I don't even recognize this one. I when you turned on the other one, like I recognized it immediately. Yeah. Like I don't think that I'll recognize this one. I just never heard of it.
Well, just looking at the views, clearly not as big as the other 2, but it's still Prince though. So
that is true.
Looks like 1992. All right, good year.
Okay. Still not 1999.
All right.
All 7 and we'll watch them fall. They stand in the way of love and we will smoke them all with an intellect and a savoir-faire. No one in the whole universe will ever compare. I am yours now and you are mine, and together we'll love through all space and time, so don't cry. One day all 7 will die.
I recognize the bass line. Is that what is it? That Dr. Dre Snoop Dogg song. I forget what it is. 187 on an undercover cop. Somebody will know what I'm talking about. That's like this same exact bass line. All right, back to it.
And I saw an angel come down unto me. In her hand she holds the very key. Words of compassion, words of peace. And in the distance, an army's marching feet. But behold, we will watch them fall. And we lay down on the sand of the sea. And before us animosity will stand and decree that we speak not of love, only blasphemy. In the distance, 6 others will curse me, but that's alright. That's alright. For I will watch them fall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7, and we'll watch them fall. They stand in the way of love, and we will smoke them all. With an intellect and a savoir-faire, no one in the whole universe will ever compare. I am yours now, and you are mine, and together we'll love through all space and time. So don't cry. One day all 7 will die.
Hey.
And we will see a plague and a river of blood. And every evil soul shall die in spite of. There's 7 tears, but do not fear, for in the distance, 12 souls from now, you and me will still be here. We will still be here. There will be a new city with the streets of gold. Young, so educated, they never grow old. And there will be no death, for with every breath, a voice of many colors sings a song that's so old. Singing while we watch them fall. All 7, and we'll watch them fall. They stand in the way of love, and we will smoke them all. With an intellect and a savoir-faire, no one in the whole universe will ever compare. I am yours now, and you are mine, and together we'll love through all space and time. So don't cry. One day all 7 will die.
Nice. Man, he adapted well with the times, didn't he? I mean, still sounded like a huge hit right there. And that one doesn't even look nowhere near as popular, as the stuff that I'm used to hearing. Yeah, I will add that. Again, I like Prince's repetition. He's one of the ones that it's like, just go. I don't mind. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. Subtle but hypnotic. I just love his balance here. So, there's not a lot of people that can blend like folk, gospel, pop, a little hey man. Like Prince, he he loved all types of music, and you can hear it in his music, man. He's just one of the few that it's like, okay, he can put everything into the kitchen sink and make it work. And, man, it starts and ends with that heavy bass, which I'm going to look up that Dre song. But, man, the guy just knows how to do music. So maybe it's not the best you've heard, but my goodness gracious. That is great.
Yeah, I'm comparing it to other Prince tracks. So that's, if you compare it to like a lot of music, it could be fire. Like honestly, like, but whenever you have like an icon like Prince, I just think you just look at their catalog and their catalog only. So I agree, it gets great, which I don't know that there's going to be any or many of below than good. So I just thought that one was like, I wouldn't say that it's a filler, but it's not also not like the best. It's, I don't know anything on that album. So I don't know if it was the best song of the album. I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to see as we continue to react to music. So yeah, for me, it's definitely going on the playlist. It's great.
All right, real quickly, here's the Dr. Dre deep cover instrumental. So I'm just trying to compare the bass here. Wait a minute. All right. Do, 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 do. And here's 7 again. Oh, wait. I got the wrong song. That's the wrong song. I'm thinking of a different song. Okay, maybe I'll think of it later. Dang it. All right, moving on.
So close. No cigar.
No. Not close, actually.
All right, next up is Max with Jackson Lundy, 9 to 5. I don't know if this is a Dolly Parton cover or what, but 9 to 5, Jackson Lundy.
All right. It has to be a cover.
Yeah, unless you're just trolling to try to get clicks. Featuring the bass tracks.
Alrighty.
In my bed, I think of you. After dark, all them crazy things you do. In the car, driving far, now I'm falling. Angel locked up, they're calling. Missy, please quit just stalling. Hope I don't get spanked, darling. Again, alright. One-nighted boys coming first. Never last, ever last. Now I'm feeling your sunny smiles keep me beaming. Your moody moves got me sleeping. Why you gotta keep me secret? Feeling alright. Keep me up at night. You Just sleep in my bed, I sleep it all night. I sleep it in my bed, can't you get to my bed? I sleep in my bed, I sleep it all night. I sleep it. Mistress, please don't make me sleep on the floor, 'cause morning time I'll surely be back for more, back for more. Now I'm speeding, plowing on the road, got me weaving. Never gonna shake these feelings. My heart is yours for the keeping. Just keep it, please.
Oh. Doggies.
Doggy's barking downstairs.
They're like, we know Jackson Lundy. We've met him before.
That's why they're barking. They can hear my headphones from downstairs.
Jackson. Come back, Jackson. Yeah. I thought that was quite pleasant, quite relaxing. Kind of had like a lo-fi vibe to it, which I like. Nice chill vibe. I guess at the end of the day, it's just, I don't know. It's just kind of, well, I don't know. I've heard a lot like this. So, I don't know. It has to stand out in some way. You know, it's just hard to do in modern music. I've said it a million times. I try not to think that way, but yeah, nothing wrong with this song though. I guess I just don't have too much to say about it. I mean, it's just kind of there for me, you know. I want to give it a good because it did sound good. Yeah, I guess I'll give it a good. No, not that.
Yeah.
I think you have to just.
Dare.
I think I just have to give modern music a little more of a break. Again, it's really hard to stand out. So, at the end of the day, it's like, did I enjoy the song or not? And I did. So, yeah, it's a good.
Yeah, this is what I would call the old 3-star. On the fence between the good and the meh. You got to pick a side. In YouTube standards, I think Kim mentioned something about that on Friday with, how come we don't do the 5 levels? Well, YouTube will not let us. But yeah, if I could do that, it would go 3, but I can't. So I got to pick a side. I'll go good. Again, if I'm on the fence, I usually have to swing one way or the other. This is the one that I'll give it the edge. Instrumentation was, those horns were pretty nice. His vocal's good. Not very original in my opinion, but again, like you said, kind of hard to do that. But for right now, it gets a good.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to Mark. Welcome back, Mark, with a little Toto 99.
Oh, Toto.
Toto. I like me some Toto.
Of course you do. I don't think you've disliked. Well, no, we did have that weird one that was like a newer Toto song.
Girl, goodbye.
No.
Girl, goodbye.
Well, yeah, I didn't really like that one. No, it was on the
Yes, I like
stream.
that.
It was one that was on the
Oh
stream.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was when your boy was not on. He was not singing. It was the other guy. Yeah, that was odd. Was it Georgie Porgy?
No. That one was good. No,
that was. I think I remember them being good.
No,
what
this
was the
one.
name of that one?
I don't know, but it had like a Chinese dragon on the album cover, And like the solo was good, but like everything else, I was like, man, this is weird.
I gotta find that while you get the song.
That might be the only one that you've like didn't really care for though.
Yeah. Toto albums. Maybe somebody from chat remembers.
I don't want to do the video for this. Sorry. I'm gonna go with this. Man, this is like, this looks like I don't know, I'm getting like the Thing vibes from this album cover. 1979. Are you ready, Toe?
Yeah, you're good. I don't know. There's a lot of songs to go through. I'll find it by the first time we pause.
All right, no problem. All right, here we go. 99. Neener, neener. Neener, neener, pumpkin eater. Oh my gosh. I didn't see the sword. What the heck? Why does he have a sword?
The song is called Chinatown, by the way.
Dude, that song was so strange. The solo, I think, was Steve Lukather, and that solo like rocked, but everything else was just like, this is so weird.
Down in Chinatown.
How did you remember that?
I don't know. I just had the memory pop up.
Okay, so I think the sword, now that I remember, their purple album cover and the red that we've seen actually does have the sword. So now I remember. But still, it looks like so out of place with this album cover. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. There's a reason we don't know this album cover. That's all I'm saying. Just pointing the sword down like.
The sword is on all the covers.
In a dark, foggy alleyway, standing above a puddle. Okay. All right. Oh. My type of vibe. Yeah. Yeah.
How can we be apart on 99? I love you. I never thought it would happen. I feel quite the same. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I never knew it would work out. No one to blame. You know I love you. 99.
Nice.
Keep holding my hand on 99. And I'll know who I am on 99. I love you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Hey. Hey. Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, a lot of emotion in that song, man. Almost dreamlike, which is good. But man, it just felt like there's so many moments in here, particularly the first half, where it just kind of seemed like the greatest hits of Toto. It's like there's the drum beat locked in, the bass locked in, the vocal, and I read that it's actually David Pace on this one with Steve Lukather doing the backups. So it just goes to show you how much talent was in this band. You know, multiple singers, and it was just like didn't really matter who was on the track. You know, it always sounded good. So yeah, David did his thing. So yeah, I thought that 99 plays so well, and of course they did the Toto thing where it's like they're on the 5, and then very quickly, it'll go up to like an 8, and they'll drop right back down to a 7. You know, so it's just like a lot of the stuff you could see coming. You're like, man, it's like that's just such a Toto move. It's a Toto signature. So again, you kind of had like the greatest hits of Toto in here, at least for me personally. And I wasn't mad at it. You know, it was just like them doing their, you know, finishing move after finishing move. It's like, all right, that's cool. But then the second half got super emotional. You know, more emotional than, you know, at a different range than I've heard them get into. So this one kind of had the, you know, kind of sad, late at night, rainy night type of thing, you know, cold, rainy night, you know, walking alone, you know, wondering where you went wrong or something like that. So, yeah, I thought the ending, then again, it turned, though, okay, because it kind of sounded like a happy ending. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's like they really leave it up to you in many ways. So, yeah, I'll have to listen to it again. But, man, I really enjoyed that. A lot of things I'll remember. And, oh, by the way, of course, Jeff Porcaro. I did mention the drums, but, again, the ghost notes. He's just too slick, man. Like, every time you hear it, he's just one of those drummers you take for granted because every time you hear it, it's just like, it just sounds like a drum machine. You're like, okay, well, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Like, I can already hear that's perfect, so time to forget about that. And that's another thing that happened in this song. He's just that good. So, yeah, really showed all their good stuff in this one. This was like a very good bread and butter Toto song, I guess you could say. So, yeah, good, great. But I guess for first impression right now, I'll give it a great.
I love a rainy night. Remember that song we did?
Yeah.
That was a good one. No, so I think I'm gonna like this better off a second listen. I think that it could get up to fire. You know, I love Toto, and this is like right up my alley with what I like. So I do think it can get to fire. The only reason I'm not giving it fire today is because they didn't let Bobby have the lead. They gotta let Bobby have the lead. That's it's always better when Bobby has the lead. I'm just saying. It's just the facts. It's just the facts. But yeah, it's still great. It's still great.
I don't want Bobby on every
Toto.
track. I don't want. He doesn't need to be on every track.
I do.
No.
I want Bobby in lead every time.
No.
Look, he's just the better vocalist. You know, I'm just getting greedy.
Oh my gosh.
I need Bobby.
Y'all kill me.
But that's all right though. That's okay. It can get up to fire. I'm gonna definitely gonna add this and put it. It's gonna get a lot of plays, but Bobby needs to be on the lead.
Whatever you say.
I'm just biased, man. Just biased. All right. Keeping it with Mark. I think Mark brought that one, right? He brought Toto.
Yeah.
So this one's Bryan Adams, Summer of '69.
Oh, we've done this.
Yeah, we did this on the channel.
Yeah, me and Ryan, but yeah.
Yeah.
Good song.
Who doesn't know this song? Yeah, this is a great song. Depending on what happens, because it's been a while. I don't listen to this song very often, but, we'll see where it lands on the rankings.
I heard it too many times on the radio, and I might have mentioned that in our reaction video. But yeah, like, you can see my thoughts on that video, but I don't know exactly what I said, but
and I wasn't on it, so
yeah, and we did the video on that, so I feel like we have to do the video here. So 149 million views. What year was this again? 19.
You mean to tell me it wasn't the summer of '69 when this came out?
No, it sounds too good for that. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. This was like 85, something like that. All right.
The summer of '85.
Comes in hard, I know that. Oh, there it is. Told you. It comes in hard.
Jody got married. Should've known we never get far. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seemed to last forever. And if I had the choice, yeah, I'd always wanna be there. Those were the best days of my life. Ain't no use in complaining when you got a job to do. Spend my evenings down at the drive-in, and that's when I met you, yeah. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that you'd wait forever. Oh, when you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, back in the summer of '69. Man, we were killing time. We were young and restless. We needed to unwind. I guess nothing can last forever, no. Yeah. And now the times are changing. Look at everything that's come and gone. Sometimes when I play that old six string, think about you, wonder what went wrong. Standing on your mama's porch, you told me that it lasts forever. Oh, you held my hand, I knew that it was now or never. Those were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, back in the summer of '69. It was the summer of '69. Oh yeah, me and my baby at '69.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
was that?
Nobody.
I don't know, because me and Ryan were like, what's that about?
Nobody.
Yeah, I agree with Chad. I've heard it too many times because on the radio, man, they just played it to death. And I was just like, oh, man. I was like, man, I feel like I've heard it 6,900 times. And it was too many. So it probably has been too many, but still, when you come back, it's like you always see why. It's just a fun song. It's just one of those that it puts too much of a smile on your face, and the message resonates with essentially, you know, I don't know about everybody, but pretty much everybody that had a decent childhood. Like, you know, what they say, like, you never know because you're in the moment, but what is it? Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. And that's what this is saying. Like, especially if you had a good youth, you know, it's easy to look back on those times and just reminisce and be like, man, those were the days, and we didn't even know it. But, you know, instead of pouting about it, how about we celebrate it? So, you know, I think that's a really nice way of looking at it, you know, a way that we should all end up looking at it. So, yeah, you can remember the chorus, pre-chorus easily. And, yeah, his energy is just super infectious on this. So, yeah, I wouldn't give it hopefully I didn't hit the button back then. I mean, it's a really fun song. Not fire for me personally, but if you want to give it a fire, that's fine. But still a great for me.
Yeah, it's got to at least be great. Come on now. I mean, the song transcends time. It's one of those songs that everybody's heard, all ages, and it's still on the radio. It still dominates the radio to this day. So, it's definitely overplayed though. I mean, even I haven't heard it in a long time, and it's still like when you played it just now, like it's still overplayed in my head just because that's how many times I've heard the song. But that's not the knock on it. It definitely deserves the playtime that it's had over the years. So it's just a positive, uplifting, happy song, and it's got summer in the title. You know, you put a song in the summer, people like music better in the summer. I mean, it's a fact, you know, because you listen to it on the beach, you listen to it with the windows down, you're just more, you know, you're just in a better mood because it's warmer outside, and you know, so yeah, it's going to get everybody in a good mood. So for that reason, it's definitely great.
Nice.
All right, now we have our base level requests. Those are all the skippers. So now we're just going to roll through these. We have 18 left. And next up is Chicago with a live performance. Question 67 and 68. Never heard of it. Ever. Yeah, which live?
I'm going to guess the one in Paris from 69 instead of the one on the direct TV. It's my guess, though.
It says the band and dancer. There's band and dancers. So
it's probably this one.
That one looks... Yeah, it looks like that one.
Alrighty. Live in Paris, 1969. And this this looks like a small stage here, too. I'm not sure where they're playing here. All right. Interested to see this. God.
Can this feeling that we have together, who suddenly exists between? Did this beating of our minds together, who happened just a day somewhere? I'd like to know, can you tell me, please don't tell me. It really doesn't matter anyhow. It's just that the thought of us so happy appears in my mind as a beautifully mysterious thing. Oh, yeah, yeah. Was your image in my mind so deeply? Ooh, other faces fade away. Blocking memories of unhappy hours. Ooh, leaving just a burning love. I'd like to know, can you tell me, please don't tell me. It really doesn't matter anyhow. It's just that the thought of us so happy appears in my mind as a beautifully mysterious thing. Yes, it does now. Oh! Who suddenly exists between? Somehow try to make it happen. Ooh, was it just a natural thing? I'd like to know, can you tell me, please don't tell me. It really doesn't matter anyhow.
My goodness. Everybody get down.
That the thought of us
Here I
so
go.
happy appears in my mind as a beautifully mysterious thing.
My goodness.
Yes, it does now, baby. 1967 and 68.
No question about that. Yeah.
Well, there actually was a question about that. 67 and 68. That was the question.
Good God, that was good. Terry Kath, right from the jump, shredding, just like it was nothing. And I think he maybe did it, towards the back end again, just like in and out, but man, he leaves a mark. Yeah, this is just a band that they're so tight. They're so good at transitions. It's just impressive to me how they can go so quick and then just back into the soft like it was nothing, you know, right on key and everything. Just really hard to do, and they just make it look easy. So every time I hear that from them, I'm like, yeah, I can just, they're just one of those bands. I can just listen to them just like jam out, even if it's not like a well thought out plan or anything. It's just nice to hear. They just have a nice, you know, their formula, again, it's just, you know it's coming, but God, you just love it. So, yeah, I think, again, maybe not the most memorable themes I've heard for them, but, again, I think everything in here was really good. And I think I will remember it. I'll just have to give it another listen. So, yeah, I definitely am going to give that a great.
Yeah, anytime I hear we do one of these like live videos, especially I've never heard the song, I just judge based on the performance, because I do think that like listening to the studio would be a different thing. I am interested in the studio because I liked it, so definitely gonna listen to that. But yeah, the performance was absolutely crazy. Like the drummer is insane. So yeah, I think this video was a great. The only thing that holds it back from being fire, I think, is just, you know, the guitar work was kind of, you know, just kind of here. I mean, it was good. Don't get me
Need a
wrong,
little
but
more.
there was, yeah, a little more flavor. And it's just not as good as some of their other massive hits that they have. So, but it's still a great song.
For sure.
Next up is Jared. Smashing Pumpkins, 1979. So we have 1999, 1979. Later we're going to do 1983. We also have 1963. We're just bouncing all over the place.
I'm pretty sure you know this one. I've heard this.
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard this. There's no way I haven't heard this because I like Smashing Pumpkins and I've, you know, dabbled into their catalog, so I'm sure I've heard this. It just doesn't, you know, I don't know them off the names. I just know them off the sounds.
I mean, at a certain point, I don't know what other people on YouTube try to do, but this is just one of those where you have to kind of look at people and say, like, come on, like, you're telling me out in public you haven't heard this at all. Like, no. If you're at least, in your 20s, like, come on now. I don't want to hear it. It's one of those. It's unavoidable. All right. So we had Bryan Adams, summer of '69, made in the '80s, and this is 1979, made in the '90s. And it's funny because they kind of have a similar meaning, a yearning for your days of youth. This one just kind of going more with the Calm Cool Collective vibe, which is the wonderful thing about this band is being able to really go hardcore with the grunge and sound super aggressive and real, and then just being able to completely tone it down in a setting like this. It's what separates the great bands from the good ones, and so on and so forth. And hearing this in the headphones, again, it's just one of those that it's just confirmation of why this song just sticks around. The production mix sounds so clear and amazing on this. And I love the electronic touches. It's just little sprinkles here and there just to give it a little more nuance, more vibrancy. This entire song, it's them trying to create a memory, back in the old days. That's why it kind of has like that warped, like, that little voice thingy. Like, it's like, man, I can remember that, but again, it's so long, it's starting to become hazy. And you don't want it to become hazy, but the older you get, that's what happens. So it's just a perfect encapsulation of, like, just trying to remember something from your past. And again, shout out to Jimmy Chamberlain, the drummer. Every time makes his mark. Even in a song like this, his subtle touches is just brilliant. Every song I hear, I'm like, man, he nails it. He nails it. He's a super underrated drummer. One of the greats from what I've heard. So, what he does, he's just among my favorites. And the dropout in the last verse, where the drums sat out for like 30 seconds or something, then came back in. Again, subtle but nice touches all over this song. Yeah, it's perfecto to me.
Yeah, it's obviously one of their biggest hits with almost 300 million views, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, is this their biggest song? Like, radio commercially, like this got a lot of play. Is there a bigger song from them?
This or Cherub Rock, right?
Yeah. Well, this appeals to more than just people that like this sound. It's not as heavy, and it's not as it's not like the rest of their stuff. I don't think I haven't heard everything, but I just know that the other stuff is a little bit more rocking than this. But yeah, I mean, I don't know much about the lyrics. I mean, I've heard it a million times, but I actually, never really dug into the lyrics. That's interesting. But I can get that off the feeling of the song, like the sound of the song. It just feels like exactly what you're saying. So it doesn't shock me that's about. One thing I do point out is like the slight beginning and the ending there, the little switch up with you can barely hear it in the back. I always thought, like, the first couple times I heard the song, I'm like, what is that noise? Some people do that. It's just intentional, I guess. Just a little something to put in your ear, I guess. I don't know, like, why that's in there. Maybe it just accidentally slipped in or something. But I always thought that was a weird thing about the ending.
Yeah, it's just that little electronic stabs that's in the song. It's in throughout the song. You just have to listen.
It just doesn't stick out to the end.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't think that's what the song would end with, because it is one of the, lower tier layers, but yeah.
For me, that gets a great, though, not a fire, because I do like a lot of their songs better.
Fair enough.
All right. Next up is Pam, Three Dog Night, and the song's called One. Or maybe the band's One, and the song's called Three Dog Night.
Of course,
I would actually prefer if the song was called Three Dog Night, because that would be a funny song.
Yeah, we need to get this band on the channel, because they do have some songs that I like. I've only heard a couple, but...
I don't know them.
Of course, we played One by U2 in the pre-lobby. Good song. Okay. Looking like 1969, 68, something like that. All right. Oh.
One is the loneliest number that you...
Of course. I forgot. But of course. I knew this title. I should have known from the title. Of course.
Yeah. Great song.
Yep. It's in Family Guy. I do remember that. It's like Family Guy season 1. All right.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number since the number one. No is the saddest experience you'll ever know. Yes, it's the saddest experience you'll ever know. 'Cause one is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest number worth two. It's just no good anymore since you went away. Now I spend my time just making rhymes of yesterday. One is the loneliest, the number one is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. One is the loneliest. One is the loneliest. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. It's just no good anymore since you went away. Number one is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Number one is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number. One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
There's no possible way you can see an ending like that coming. Da-na-na-na-na.
No.
No chance. I mean, that just comes right down the middle, and you're like, bam, oh! Just runs right over you. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, I feel like even for people who haven't heard this entire song, everybody's heard that like intro, right? One is the loneliest. Like that's what has been played over and over in media, time and time again. I had heard the entire song before, but I don't know if I have this song added or not. I cannot remember. Probably not, because usually you would. So I think I will add it. Coming back, I think I like that first, whatever they were doing the first half of the song, I like better than the second half. The second half, it gets, really theatrical, dramatic, and it's funny because I feel like it's still progressed despite it not, despite it just being dun, 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 but I feel like their voices did rise here towards the end. So I thought it was a really good vocal performance. So it's kind of like, a panicked ending, like the end is near type of thing. Like just like the realization, like, loneliness, like, my God, they just really do make it seem like the worst thing in the world. So, in that regard, it does accomplish that. So, I from a story perspective, the song really does work because it's like, you're just starting to think about it and quickly, that's how quickly it can come, so I think I respect this song more than I like it. Again, I think it's one of those that just nails the story more than anything. It sounds good. But again, if it stayed more with what they did in the first half, this song would be more appealing to me. I appreciate the second half, again, but from a listening perspective, I can't say how much I want to go back to it. That being said, overall, it could be good, great, depending on the day. I think for now, though, I'll give it a good.
Yeah, that's a really iconic kind of opening there. I don't think I heard the whole song before. I didn't even know this was the band that sung it, but I definitely have heard that. One is the loneliest number. I mean, it's just so, familiar, iconic. Any time that there's like a sad moment in a movie or show or something, this has been used.
Yep.
Throughout time. So it's just I think if your song can be remembered, even if it's just a part, that's that's a huge accomplishment. So I mean, because they're getting paid, if they use this song, I'm sure that whoever owns the rights to the song, whether it's band members that still might be alive, family members, whatever, just that snippet of them using that in shows or movies or whatever, or commercials, whatever it is, right? Like they're getting paid off that. So it's just kudos to them for coming up with something that resonated. So I think it's great.
Let me get to it here. Bam.
There we go. All right. Next up, Ms. Matt with the band Love. And the song is 7 and 7 Is.
Love. Holy cow,
Didn't know that was
1966.
a band.
66.
Old school.
I mean, if you just looked at the font of Love, you would think this was like a stoner metal band or something.
We're going to find out.
Why is it at 18 seconds? I've never listened to this. Oh, this is a short song here. Okay. It's a shorty. Looks like there should be some like Ewoks on this cover or something,
Oh, yeah.
Turn it good up. Little surf rock.
When I was a boy, I thought about the times I'd be a man. I'd sit inside a bottle and pretend that I was in a can. In my lonely room, I sit my mind in an ice cream cone.
Ice cream
You can
cone.
throw me if you want to, 'cause I'm a phone and I go boop, bip, bip, boop, bip, bip, yeah. If I don't start crying, it's because that I have got no eyes. My Bible's in the fireplace and my dog lies hypnotized. Through a crack of light, I wasn't able to find my way. Trapped inside a night, but I'm a gay and I go boop, bip, bip, boop, bip, bip, yeah.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four.
Ooh. Ah.
Oh, that was nice.
Just washed away. So, I have, again, this is another genre that we haven't touched. You know, I know you said you guys were talking about, proto-punk, punk. Yeah. So, I guess punk in general, but also surf rock is something we haven't touched. And I have plenty of those as well. I need to try to find some more. So I enjoy some good surf rock, especially when it's mixed with punk. You know, I do like bands like Dead Kennedys and stuff like that. So, again, just I haven't heard too much of it, but when it works, it works. And I thought this one was just a good bite-size palette of that, you know. You know, it's there. It's not long, so there's not a whole lot I can say about it. It brings the energy. But again, it's a really, really short song. It could be a meh. It could be a good. You know, just depends on the day, really.
Yeah, I actually like aspects of this, but it is a little crazy for me. So most of it, I'm not really big on it. It's one of those I'm on the fence, and like I said, I gotta pick a side. This is a tough way to go, but I'm actually gonna go meh. If I have to pick a side, I would go the other side because most of it I didn't care for. There was just parts in there that I liked, but it wasn't enough for me to, stay on that side of the fence. But generally, like I said, this is actually 3 stars. It's just solid, but it's not solid enough to be good, in my opinion. I wouldn't care to hear this again, to be honest. This is just the way I feel.
No, I get it. Yeah.
7 and 7 is it's a weird song name too, by the way. All right, next up is Gene with Ocean Color Scene, 100 Mile High City.
What?
Ocean Color Scene. Mile High City.
Denver, huh? There's no ocean in Denver.
Someone said tough judges. Hey, I don't know about tough, but we're honest. I will say that.
Yeah, everybody listens differently. Everybody's got their own taste, you know. All right. I'm going to go with this one right here. 1997.
Okay.
I think this is like a visualizer. Oh, God. Freaking,
Sounds like a plane.
that's, what is that? Freaking Molly Hatchet flirting with disaster coming in. Jigga 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 da da. I mean, come on. I mean, I like it.
So I said I'm on the road, so I need a car. And I know that I'm getting alive. And I say I got faith in a season. And I say it's what I'm going to. I get a need and I want it to please it. I got a face and I want it to feel it. The more I feel is the more that I need it. The more I need is the less I believe it. Well, I want a good love on my side.
Snatch.
Keep on getting out love on my pride. But I know I keep hurting my love, yeah. But I know it ain't killing. I get a need and I want it to please it. I got a face and I want it to feel it. The more I feel is the more that I need it. The more I need is the less I believe it. So I said I'm on the road, so I need a car. And I know that I'm staying alive. And I know that my faith is in season. And I say it's where I'm living. I get a need and I want it to please it. I got a pace and I want it to feel it. The more I feel is the more that I need it. The more I need is the less I believe it. I get a need and I want it to please it. I got a pace and I want it to feel it. The more I feel is the more that I need it. The more I need is the less I believe it.
Blocked.
Blocked.
Wait a long time.